The DropHat DropCast.
Welcome, folks. This is DropHat DropCast, episode
Episode
3.
3, July 7th, July
So
8th.
8.
July 8th, 2023. All right, let's just get into it.
Okay, cool. We're going to cover two things today. The vessel crash, which I knew almost nothing about, and then the submersible, and then, of course, Greta is going to go to jail. Oh, my God. Oh, we got
Yeah.
to talk about that. Okay, so the victims of these crashes. I think it is always important to start off with that. We're going to put them up their faces. Hamish Harding, Shahzada Dawood, his son Suleiman Dawood, Paul Henri Naujoulet, a French diver, and the CEO of Ocean Gate, Stockton Rush. Okay, well, God bless all of them. And man, what a way to go! Now, from what I understand of what everyone has been telling me, they went real quick. So that implosion that everybody knows about, just for lack of a better term, just liquidated them. I
hmm
mean, just
It crushed him. I mean,
it crushed them.
yeah,
And from what I hear, it happened so quick that nobody knew and nobody felt pain.
yeah.
Okay. The nature of the disaster, they went from Friday's June 16th from Newfoundland. Now, from Newfoundland to the North Atlantic is 400 nautical miles where that site is. So they took off from Newfoundland and then started their descent into the location on the 18th, which is a Sunday. Now, by some people's accounts, James Cameron and the other people involved, that when that descent happened on Sunday, by Monday, they all knew that internal core of the Ocean Gate people knew that there was no hope for them. Apparently, they lost the transponder. The hydrophone that was on there registered a huge bang, and then no calls were given or received. They
So
had a
everything was
certain amount, like
okay.
96 hours of oxygen on that. And then that 96 hours expired and no call was coming from them.
Yeah.
So
So you're like,
loud
okay.
bang, no transponder, no return calls,
Mhm.
96 hours with oxygen in there, and that's past the 96-hour mark. They all deduced that they were dead. I mean,
Yeah.
naturally,
They had to have been dead.
oh
And
man. Sid, this is what James Cameron stated: a loud bang on the hydrophone, a loss of a transponder, and the loss of calls.
mhm.
All said to him by Monday, 3 days before it was officially said that he knew that those people were gone.
Yeah.
Man, oh man.
So
So
rest in peace.
yeah, rest in peace. I mean, apparently, just like the Titanic, in all irony, it suffered from cyclical cycling fatigue. When you go into dives, it creates structural pressure and imbalances within the actual vessel. So every subsequent dive, the vessel weakened more and more.
Yeah, it's like if you had a soccer ball and you kick the soccer ball,
Yes.
maybe not the first day or 2 days or even a week or even 2 weeks, but after a while you'll start seeing some type of
Yeah, you'll see the
the
tear in the
leather gets
ball,
yeah, leather gets off the ball, the
scuffs.
stitching gets compromised, or the water come or the air comes out of the
Yeah, the
ball.
external pressure of
Yeah,
me kicking that ball and people saving the ball and fighting for the ball creates all those things. And when you dive into apparently those that vessel kept on experiencing a lot of structural disintegrity.
hmm
Man, oh man,
yeah, and that's an ugly fate
that really
that
is.
they and there's going to be no lawsuits. I guess they signed a waiver
Yeah, they signed a
saying,
waiver.
"Yep,
It was
that
risk, folks.
yeah, it's a risk." I mean, it's just
Damn.
like you're taking a ride, you know. Oh, that thing went out.
Yeah, that's good to do that.
Yeah,
You love this drop pad.
see,
That's Bruce Lee in the background,
yeah,
folks. That's for your pleasure.
yeah. But apparently, no, no. What was I saying?
Oh, you were talking about the no lawsuits.
Yeah, no
No
lawsuits. There's not
lawsuits,
going to be
dudes.
any lawsuits because they knew exactly what they're going to themselves into. I'm pretty sure that
You sound really good like that.
they were told that if you go down there and there's a pretty high risk you're going to die, that
Yeah,
you
you're
can't
gonna
come
die.
back.
Well,
So,
that's what happened, and everybody probably had that false sense of security where they said, "Hey, the CEO is going to be on board. Okay, now we're all emotionally on board.
Hmm.
Okay, he's going to be on. He's risking his life. Okay, he knows something I don't know. Quarter of a million a person,
Yeah,
and that Shahzada Dawood, a Pakistani businessman, and his son paid the ultimate price. They paid $500,000 to get on that thing, but father and son died on the
yeah,
same day. That means a family lost two integral parts of the family.
yeah.
Unbelievable. Okay.
That is really tragic.
Oh, it's a tragedy. Oh, yeah. Absolute sympathies for everyone. Absolute. Man, and you know what? The one thing that James Cameron said, and he's like, just like the Titanic, Titan has fundamental issues that were overlooked. And he stated this. This is you got one wreck lying next to the other wreck for the same damn reason.
Hmm.
I'll repeat that, folks.
Yeah,
You got one wreck, and he did this. You got one wreck that's lying on top of another wreck for the same reason. And it has to be hubris, a little bit of arrogance, perhaps.
maybe.
Maybe overlooking something, maybe rushing something.
Hmm.
I remember the Titanic. Everybody see the Titanic. I had a bad date when I saw the Titanic in the movie theater with a girl who's a runner. She kept on doing this, testing her.
Checking her pulse.
Yeah, yeah, I'm a runner. I'm a runner. I'm like, yeah, you're running away from this date. So am I. She was actually really nice, but it's just like anything, it just didn't work. And that was a Titanic in and of itself. But with James
Yeah.
Cameron, yeah, man. So okay, so on to the next thing, man.
Do you think they'll make a movie on that though? I mean,
I
since it's
don't
kind of
know.
like, there's all elements of a
That's
movie.
sexy.
There's wealthy people. There's adventure. There's tragedy. You know.
Imagine that. Imagine if James Cameron was on that on the Titan,
Yeah. Oh yeah. He would have been
and then
killed,
he
and
would have
then
been on in the Titanic. He
well,
would have been a part of the
he had some
Titanic.
street smarts. He's like, I don't fully trust this, so I'm not going to do it.
Yeah, he understood the I guess the cycling fatigue of such vessels.
Mhm.
It only has so many cycles, so many dives before
Before.
it's compromised.
Hmm.
Okay, so Greta, next subject. Greta Thurnberg, the the young activist, is facing 6 months in jail. This is all probably
Young
posturing.
actor activist. What do we
She's
want
an
to call it? Yeah.
actress, so they always go hand in hand.
An activist. There
Well,
you go.
activist. These
The,
activists. And how dare you, Sweden, how dare you do this? She was underage at the time of the how dare you thing. She was born
she's
January 3rd, 2003, and that came out a few years back, so she was definitely underage. What are your parents? What are your parents feeding you? Oh my God. Okay, we went over that. I can't help to think, but that she's an actress.
Yeah, she comes across as really kind of fake, I think.
Yeah,
It's like when I first saw her, I don't know, she was addressing like was she addressing the NWO, the New World Order?
yeah,
Who knows?
yeah.
Probably she was.
Hell yeah.
But she was addressing some Geneva, whatever convention. I don't even know what the heck it's called.
And she said,
But
"How dare you?"
and the first time I saw it, I was like, she's acting, and she's doing a very poor job of it too.
She had a
So
script.
yeah, and it was yeah, and well, I mean, when people address a large amount of people, you have to know exactly what you're going to talk about, and then she tried to put this sort of emotional thing to it, and it just came across to me as very, very flat and is just insincere. So I don't know what's happening with her. I guess she's going to jail.
She's facing
What
six
was
months.
what was she
It was
protesting?
some oil tanker. She was protesting, and she made sure that the cameras were
Oh,
catching
absolutely,
her
yeah,
brave act and all
yeah.
this stuff.
She's such a
Yeah,
strong
put it on my
person.
Twitter feed.
Yeah.
How dare you not put it on my Twitter feed? How does, here's a question. How does Greta get around? I mean, she's all over the world. Is she taking electric airplanes?
Yeah, is she teleporting? Is she taking? Is
Is
she
she
going? Is she
levitating?
on a
Because she's so much
robo?
higher than us.
On Europe, does she like walk everywhere? Does she take her bike? No, she's taking cars and she's taking
Fossil
and
fuels.
jets and all that stuff.
Yep. Yep.
Drop that thing came up
Yeah. Here, one more time.
one more
We'll
time.
get this up. We'll
Yeah,
get this all
there's a couple of
situated.
glitches, but what can you do? You know what I mean? We're trying to get this thing to get better and better
It
every
looks
day.
better and better every day. You got a Bruce Lee
Yeah,
over there,
yeah,
that, and then you have both of us.
yeah.
It's a good thing.
Pretty good stuff.
So she's facing 6 months. She ain't gonna do anything, and if she does, she's just gonna like protest her way to
Well, what's
this.
going to happen? I mean, that could even be stage two. But
That's
take me
everything.
away and say I'm going to take 6 months, and even if it's not, she's probably so deluded. She thinks she's like a Mahatma Gandhi thing, where I'm going
Yeah.
to spend time in jail for my cause.
One thing
And
that yeah, I mean, one thing I did know is when you are virtual, when you signal, when you're a, what is it, virtue signal. When you virtue signal, that signals to me that you have no virtue.
yeah.
So when you say, save the earth and save the planet and be good and President Trump is horrible and my acting is good. And when you say all those things and you just don't win the trust of people, and most people, Greta, I hope you listen to this. Really, most people on the planet do not believe in you. You
No.
just have people giving you
We
rewards and
think a
people
lot of
giving you
people think that
donations.
you're
And
fake. I mean,
well, majority of us think that you're fake.
you're also young, so you have a lot of inexperience. So you're kind of tackling these subjects that you don't really know too much about.
You know
And
nothing.
if you ask her, like, well, what do you really know about climate change? She might not answer you honestly.
Well, she's a politician, so she'll
Yeah,
probably go
she's a
climate change
spokesperson.
and
She's
this and
not like
that.
any type of expert. So she was thrust in this position for by who I don't know, why I really don't know. But now she gets a lot of attention.
Yep.
Um, and we're going to see how it goes. No, they're threatening 6 months on her, like, oh, we're going to get you 6 months. But I think it's she's
That's
probably going to pay a fine, or they're going to release her. This is
of
not going to
course.
be, she didn't punch anyone, or she didn't like set anything on fire or do anything like that. So they're probably just going to try to scare her and
Probably some fine, some sort of like just like her whole career is just
it could
false
be a
posturing.
one big put on. This could be
It's just a
one big put on.
posturing. That's all it is. There's nothing there, folks. It's
Yeah,
paper tiger.
yeah.
It's nothing. Once again, when you signal virtue signal, it signals to everyone that you have no virtue. Because you're saying that I want you to think that I have virtue, but I don't have to actually bring virtue to the table. I don't have to be truthful. I don't have to be thorough. I don't have to be honorable. I don't have to be any of those things. I just need you to think that I am.
Hmm.
So
And that's good enough. Hmm. So
so
I don't
and
know.
this is
Yeah,
the end of it.
I
So
really kind of hope. I mean, I hope she just goes away and just go to acting school or go to college. Get a boyfriend or something,
oh,
and just
don't get
get
her.
a business or something. Like just do something else because I just feel like she's very ineffective in her role, and she's just every time I see her, it's just cringe. Like I
It's
go, oh my
cringe. I
god,
mean,
what's she gonna say now?
oh yeah, we're
And
just waiting for the next just uh, politically correct disaster to happen. I mean,
mhm.
the bottom line is you're a baby of the modern world. You're a digital baby. So
You're a
you
media
see all the
baby.
attention, you get Twitter things,
Mhm.
and you think that it's awesome. And this is all false.
And
This is all
also that you
fake.
have to understand when you're young, you have a lot of impressions in your head, and when you have new thoughts, they're really exciting. You want to own them. You want to own your new thoughts
Yeah,
that you
but
have.
you don't own anything, and so but you think you own them because it's me, and but I well, you got to learn through that. But Greta, I don't know anything about you. I don't have any faith in you, so
Yeah,
I
I don't
just
have
think,
anything against you, but I
oh,
don't
I
really
have
have
no faith in you. I don't believe in you.
much for you either,
No,
quite
no, no.
honestly.
If you came in like I have an idea for climate change, I would be like, I don't want you around. I don't
Yeah,
like your
I don't think
ideas.
that she does have any ideas
No, she
about
just
what
has
climate change
agendas.
is.
Agendas. You don't have any idea like, oh, we're going to do this and we're going to change this energy source. Like Elon Musk has ideas. He's implementing energy, like other ways of us absorbing energy, getting it from solar, getting it from other sources than coal and fossil fuels. He's doing it. What are you doing? All you're doing is collecting awards, donations, and then virtue signaling.
Yeah.
You're not doing anything that's good.
Also, a telltale sign when the media is on your side, that usually means that you're doing something false, not entirely truthful, or you're fitting their agenda,
Yeah, there's
pretty much.
something like that. And everybody
And
knows
she's in
this.
someone's back pocket, in other
On
words.
these information sharing platforms, YouTubes and all that stuff, people are wise to it. And majority of us just think that you're just ridiculous. Come on, that's
We do
ridiculous.
wish you well,
Well, I guess I do wish you well, but
but
I have no
I
faith in you.
think that a lot of your efforts will be done. Your efforts will be for none, for naught.
Me and my brother have come up. We created DropHat, and the reason why we created DropHat, one of the main characteristics, and I'm not going to hold it up again, but the reason we did DropHat is because we wanted decentral, being a decentralized sort of a neutral force in the world. While we personally don't believe in this, oh, we're going to save the world by collecting awards and acting in front of politicians. that doesn't work,
Mm-mm.
and it never does
It
work.
never, it never
And she
has.
never offered anything of any value except for just once again virtue signaling and collecting rewards and donations.
Like, yeah, I mean, you know, I have zero faith in her,
Nah.
and she's not going to do anything.
Well, let's conclude it with that. Let's
Yeah,
conclude it with
let's
that.
conclude it with that.
Listen, Titanic people, Titan people, God rest your soul, Greta. Do whatever you got to do, sweetheart. But I'm not going to be behind you at all.
Okay.
And I'm not going to believe in you. And that is the end of this third episode.
All
Thank you
right,
for
guys.
watching, folks. And
Thanks.
thank you, viewer. Should we say the viewer? Anyway, a
Yeah,
friend of ours, Tasha. Thank you.
thank
That
you,
was a
Tasha.
great suggestion.
Yes.
And I hope to see you soon, Tosh.
Okay. Bye bye.